Is gegenpressing the only way to play the game of Football Manager? If that were the case, I would have quit playing this game a long time ago, because it isn't the only way to do it. Now, I personally, in the last couple of matches with Gloucester City, I've been playing with Hold Shape. Hold Shape is a fantastic instruction that isn't as, desperate as gegenpressing. Because when you're playing with the counter instruction, whenever you want the possession of the ball from the opponent, you're just encouraging your team, on even higher mentalities to desperately go forth and attack. When sometimes the best option is to be patient, move the ball around, and then look for really high quality goal scoring opportunities. And that's what we've done. Now, if you've been following me on Twitch, you'd have noticed I've taken on a great challenge where I'm playing with normal players against super powered players in the league. The goal here is to see what we can do, whether or not a certain style of play is, better than another. It's a great way to find out. And I've been playing Hold Shape more often than anything else. Now, Hold Shape isn't part of the whole gegenpressing system. In gegenpressing, you are essentially counter pressing and you're countering. So whenever you get a chance, you're just breaking through. And I've noticed that when I'm playing, even with Gloucester, it makes more sense sometimes not to counter press. Historical context is always going to be important. Let's take a look at how we've done in the last couple of months. Currently, we play one more game than Gateshead. We're top of the table. Sean Spence is our top scorer. We have been on a journey of discovery when it comes to tactics. We started the season intending to play the 4-4-2. However, I decided, well, let's play with some other systems. We went for a strikeless system. As you can see, 3-2-1-2, not many clean sheets. So we decided, hey, why don't we play another system? So we started playing with a 4-2-3-1 wide, which is the bulk basic 4-2-3-1 without DMs. It did okay, but as you can see here against Ebbsfleet and against Barnet, while we were playing okay, you notice that we gave away quite a lot of chances. Now, a system like this, it is a bit too holy. Then we decided, hey, you know what, let's try something even more funky, a 4-3-1-2 asymmetric. Naturally, we couldn't keep a clean sheet, so that tactic went out the window. So my theme of using a different tactic every month continued until we started using a 5-3-2 DM. Again here, clean sheets were a luxury. We couldn't keep one, so that tactic went out the window. For a while then, we used the 4-4-2, which is my favorite system. And we started going back to the 4-2-3-1 wide. That didn't really, pan out too well against South Shields. South Shields are a very strong side. Again, we punched a bit above our weight and we got a winner. So we decided, let's try playing something else. Let's play something that has got 2 DMs, a 4-2-4. And this system has done well. I mean, we tend to keep more clean sheets now. We score quite a few goals. But this is the interesting thing. This is how we've set it up. So I've got an advanced forward, I've got a poacher. We play on balanced mentality, inverted winger on attack, inverted winger on attack. So basically, we've got 4 guys bombing forward to attack, right? We got 2 DMs on support. We got 2 wing backs on defense. We got 1 ball playing defender and 1 central defender with a sweeper keeper. It's played on a kind of a structured fluidity. Now, what does this really mean in the game? It just means that if you've got a decent spread of duties where there are clear-cut responsibilities in the team. You've got some support duties here who will support both ends of the transition. We've got a couple of players who are going to focus on the defensive side of the game, which is something I wanted to do. And then out of possession, we're playing with a mid-block. You might be asking, why have I gone prevent short goalkeeper distribution? Because there are going to be times when the keepers play the ball out from the back. And when they do, I want them to be making it harder for the opposition to play through. Of course, this doesn't work all the time. It depends on the players. And then I remove counter press so that if we lose the ball just after, having possession of the ball, we don't break our shape. Then finally, if I do win the ball back, I want my team not to try and counter each opportunity. Now, why this instruction? Because when you play with Hold Shape, your team tends to be more patient. It will move the ball around looking for good opportunities to unlock a side. If you play with counter, every time you win the ball back from the opposition, you're looking to break to look for goal-scoring opportunities. The problem with this instruction is that sometimes you do it, some teams might do it without thinking. 2, you kind of need to have the right kind of players. Now, if I'm looking at my players themselves, we don't have a lot of players here who've got fantastic attributes in terms of, Oh yeah, we've got fantastic work rate and stamina here. We've got one guy who's got stamina of 9 and work rate of 13. Our forward players have got a stamina of 8 and work rate of 7. We can't really expect these kind of players to be coming back all the time helping us defend. And in terms of how the tactic is done over time, I like to use the analyst report to assess my tactical systems. Now, of course, we were using the 4-3-1-2 for a while. Usually, I like to play about 10 games before I make a decision. But here you can see clearly chance every 94, chance against every 82. Definitely not the way to go. Our 4-4-2 wasn't bad. However, we're not a good team. We can't really control the center of the park very well. We were using a 5-3-2. This was a defensive system. Now, this was doing quite well. Unfortunately for us, we were only creating a chance every 90, 80 minutes, which makes it a difficult system to play. Eh, Tough for us to score goals, and it's not very good against teams that are already being defensive. We played a 4-2-3-1. This was a good system, the DM based 4-2-3-1, which I thought was pretty strong in a lot of our attack and a lot of systems. It created lots of chances. However, it was also played on the same principle, sit back, soak, and hit on the break. But this tactic has been the best so far. The 4-2-4 counter-attacking system that we've kind of been playing with has been working for us, but we don't always play the same way. At home, sometimes we'll go attacking, again, hold shape, distribute quickly. We're playing with a mid-block, standard defensive line, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, get stuck in. Pass into space, play out of defense. It's a relatively attacking system. I don't want players to dribble too much and then lose the ball. And this style of play has served us well. We are now in a better position to play away from home. We start out with that system, which is played on balanced mentality. What about the play instruction? We've got inverted winger with more direct, sit narrower, close down, more tackle harder, mark tighter. This one has the same play instructions, except he's got roam from position. The reason why is because this DM is taking more risks and dribbling more. So I'm expecting him to punch up. When he does that, this guy's taking more risks, dribble more, close down more, mark tighter. He's going to be trying to break offside traps all day long. This poacher is going to be dropping deep, only does mark tighter. And then in this DM, basically just does shoot less often. Both wingbacks, either side, have no play instructions. What they do have is tackle harder for the two central defenders, and then those are the last of the play instructions for this tactic. I like to analyze my tactics. So here, I've got key pass combinations based on the last game I played. Now, this tells me the weight of passes between players. I don't care about the average positions. I'm more interested in how they work together. Now, I've got very good indication here that we're using the flanks quite a lot for our build-up play. We've got the wingback, the inverted winger working excellently, right? So there's a lot of link up between the two here, the same here. And in fact, the two inverted wingers also have combinations between themselves, which suggests that the sit narrow instruction is actually working. Then we've got contributions suggesting that, yeah, we do a lot of building up play down the flanks. I don't expect the two DMs to be unlocking play. I, in fact, expect these inverted wingers to be doing most of the work, right? So if I play against another system that is doing a lot of wing play, I need to be careful. Or consider the fact that they might be doing wing play and I put more pressure on them so that they are knocked off their stride. For our next match, we're playing against File. The last time we played against them, we kind of lost the plot towards the end. We conceded a winner towards the end. It was a fairly exciting match. They played a 4-4-2. Yeah, we didn't play too well. Now we are playing against them, and they are most likely coming at us with this system, a 3-4-1-2. If they're going to be playing this system, they're going down the flanks. We need to put a lot of pressure on these sides. They've got a very good target forward who's got jumping reach of 14, which is better than anything I have defensively. Most of my defenders can't handle that. So we're going to have to be very cognizant of this attack. We have to put a lot of pressure so that their only route out is one over the top. If they just do the one over the top, we might have a chance. I don't really like Andy here. We're going to bring Jason Straha along with us. Jason Straha can play as a fullback and might be able to handle the height. Okay, so Straha comes in, Joe Parker, and then we've got Jack Hill, John Barden, Joe Hanks, Callum. We don't need two central defenders. We can bring one, Danny Chamberlain, the youngster. All right, and then we've got Dion. Okay, all right, done. Let's go. Okay, so Gloucester play File. This is the tactical system they're using. True to form, they are using the tactic we expected them to use. But they've got one guy who's got 14 jumping reach. They've got another guy here who's got 13 jumping reach. My word, this is fun. Okay, even the AI does play with players with fantastic physical attributes. All right, auto submit, go to match. Let's get cracking. Okay, dressing room. What do we tell our boys? The same thing. Do we want to do something different? Distribute quickly mid block. Yep. Pass into space. In fact, I won't pass into space at the start. We'll just work ball into box and try and be patient with our build up. Okay. Gloucester City with the 4-2-4. Spans out to Chukwuemeka Maker. Lindley plays it to Pinchard. Pinchard runs at this defense, finds the wing back in support. The wing back can't play Pew. Omotayo plays Fish. These two guys, they're strong in the air. My boys better play well. But out to George. George, oh no. George takes a shot. Pinchard. Okay. We're barely hanging on here. The first couple of minutes do not look like the kind of minutes I was hoping for. His Grove puts the head out. Okay. We're going to encourage the boys. Okay. Looking at the action zones at the moment, I haven't been able to tell. Lindley with the ball. He's got options out. Evans will bring the ball forward. Finds Chukwuemeka. Chukwuemeka runs and then plays it out to the other inverter winger. He goes down. It's a penalty. They sandwiched him. And right now, the man, Sean Spence. Can he add another goal to his tally? Yes, he does. It's the early goal as our inverter winger was brought down inside the box. So looking at the action zones so far, most of the game, most of it is being played in our half, right? See, 21%, 43. That's like a lot of the game is being played in our half. So we're happy. We've turned the tide a bit. Okay, good. Straha, I'm hoping he gets back quickly. Okay, Evans out to Graham, the defender. Pew plays a brilliant ball to Spence. He's through. It could be offside. Yeah. Evans, Sean Spence, look, he's offside. He started his run a bit late, but I like what the boys are doing. Instructions. Let's see if we need to make any changes. So we've done tight. We're gonna tackle hard, the back line. And we're going to keep these guys out on the flanks. Evans, I don't want them to find two DMs in the center. Okay. Good work from Ardley. Gets to the ball first. Finds his Grove. He can square this. It's going to be an easy second for Sean Spence. Brilliantly done from Lloyd Grove. It's easy. There we go. Keep the wing back. He's a physical attributes actually got him to the ball first. His Grove then just plays a simple square ball. But this goalkeeper should have done a lot better with that. Yeah. Whitehead goes out to Barrett. What I can do now is I'm going to drop to balance very soon. Omeko. Yeah, we're going to go to this version of the tactic. Because it's got low mentality, I'm expecting the front guys to come and help us defend. Hey, want to go defensive? Yeah. Make the other team work harder. All right, Evans. I think we're going to take him off. We're going to have to bring on this kid. Composure 2, concentration 6. Okay, maybe not. Dion Woodman, I mean, he's okay. I mean, his concentration is 12-10. Right only. I'll probably turn this role into like an inverted fullback on defense and then ask Woodman to play. Okay, so far so good. 70th minute. Okay, time for a central midfielder swap. So we're going to bring on Joe Hanks and John Barden, put them both here. Right, Joe Hanks can play here and John Barden can play here. So we kind of basically brought in some fresh legs in the center of the pitch where they're most needed. So we've dropped down to a lower mentality, and the boys are coming back to help them defend. So Pinchard plays one over the top. Grove can't get there. There goes Ali again. Ali plays the ball out to Hanks. Hanks shoots. Oh, just wide. And We've got another throw, Sraha out to Pinchat, crossing the ball, East Grove header. Yeah, that's it. We've done it. We've outplayed File. File who beat us earlier this season 4-3. This time around, we were in complete control. Elsewhere, I think Altrincham, Eastleigh, our biggest rivals are going to be Gateshead and Oldham, right? So Oldham, Gateshead, and Oldham. Oldham lost. Good news for us. Gateshead lost as well. So we put ourselves in the driver's seat now. Okay, whenever I finish any game, I like to look at key pass combinations too, right? So key pass combinations, build up play, yeah, true to form, playing the same way, great interplay between the inverted wingers and the boys in the middle. So, and then in terms of the chances we created for ourselves, I mean, this was a penalty, but the second one is a tap in, man. So here you can look at the short map. You can see the first chance. The first chance is a penalty from here. The second chance is 0.93 xg. And then this was not such a good opportunity. This was not such a good opportunity. So we had two very good goal scoring opportunities in this match, and it was enough, right? So we are playing this system where I can play attacking, and then sometimes I know when I want to see out a game, I just drop it down to balanced mentality, and it's working beautifully. Well, I hope you found today's show interesting and it's given you food for thought. Speaking of which, let me know what you thought of today's video. Are you the sort that plays game pressing, or do you see other options being equally viable? I hope to hear from you soon. Meanwhile, stay safe, take care of yourselves, and Happy New Year.